What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going over this play 2.14R that I was able to catch. SPY resulting in a 40% of my contracts, and Frank was able to catch him with 180% or 120%, one of those two on 0 days. And here we're just going to go over how I found this play exactly, the zone, and I'll just go from there. So here you can see we had a move up and a move down. This move here, we took out this low, which was a structure shift to the downside. Okay, so this being a structure shift, this being a drop based drop breaking structure, this was a bearish continuation. So I was looking for downside just based off of, you know, that small detail there, which most people overlook. You're probably thinking to yourself watching this video, oh, I'm going to start looking at structure on the higher time frames and see which way it's continuing. And you know, it's very easy to forget to do small things like that because you just assume it. Usually you're just like, okay, this is a downtrend, but it's very important to note structure shifts like this was the low before this high that we put in. And you know, this is where market wanted to continue down. We had a supply zone as well. So after we swept these lows, it was likely we were going to trade into the supply zone here and most likely reject from here. So this was a point of interest for me. Okay, we went into open and we swept this high, right above the supply zone. We swept this high. So I went on to the lower time frame here and I looked for a structure shift on the smaller time frame, which was right here. We had a structure shift with an imbalance. We left a fair value gap. So very simple. I waited until a candle closed under, again, under my market structure shift to break a structure, which is this white line here. I'll actually write that down for you guys as well. Break a structure. I waited for the market to close another candle before I entered, and then I had a stop loss at the high of day at 4609.25, and then I drew this out for around 2-to-1 risk to reward, and I was aiming for this low here. Now you can see the market had news at 10 a.m. where we whipsawed both ways, which usually is not a good representation of a trend. But the setup was here. My bias was in check. The hourly time frame bias was the same as the 1 minute bias. So this was a high quality play for me, matching my system and entry model with my supply and demand system, using SMC concepts for entries. And we got a nice entry here. If I would have entered up here, it would have been a 4-to-1, but I added here. Alerted this trade to the Discord here. I let them know which contracts I was watching beforehand, let them know my entry, where my stop loss was, and then here we took 40%. And overall, it was a very, very easy trade. Now, usually in trades like this, you're going to experience what's called, impatience. Every single time you're in a play, you're going to have, movements like this where the market moves up, then down, moves up, down, up, down. This here was just super clean, where it was no drawdown, just straight flush right to the price target. And my system that I trade and teach to those inside of Champs Trading can find 1 to 2 plays like this on average every single day on the S&P 500. And, where it's no drawdown, just straight flush. And that's why when I trade, I take on a little heavier size on trades like that, where I enter, I have a very, very tight stop loss, and if it usually doesn't make the move I want in the next 3 to 4 candles on the 1 minute, it usually just means that I'm going to get stopped out anyway, so I could take an early stop loss and be stopped out, and usually I'm correct. So my risk to reward on these types of plays is always above 2-to-1, utilizing the system. And I'm going to be teaching it to you guys soon in Champs Trading. So if you guys want to join Champs Trading, join the winning team, click the first link down below. You'll be able to join. And yeah, that was my review from today on how I caught a super sick, super clean, super precise entry setup on the S&P 500. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found some value, and I'm going to continue to post videos like this every single day and try providing as much value to you guys as possible in the month of August.